Hi everybody, and welcome to another Tooltip Tuesday. Today I want to talk to you about QR codes, and I have two examples right here of where I used QR codes on my layouts. And basically what this does is this allows you to scan this code, which will point you to a link where you have a video that somebody can watch the video. So in this particular case, I have a video of all of us dancing the hula, and it's hysterical. So I wanted people to not only see my beautiful hula magic layout, but also be able to scan and see us in our wonderful expert dancing skills. In this case, this was a road trip that we took with my niece, Samantha, and James, and my brother, and Fred. And I have a scan code here because James and Fred were acting ridiculous, goofing off, dancing in the car, and my niece Samantha is just hysterical, her face of what the heck are you guys doing? And it's just funny, cute family moment that I wanted to capture. So I put the scan me code on there so that people can go to that video and they can see that craziness. So the reason this came up was you all saw this week my Throwback Thursday, or last week my Throwback Thursday was this manatee Silver Springs video layout that we did, and I made a note to myself to do a QR code for the manatees because while we were on this canoe trip, the guide took a video underneath the water so you could see all the manatees' faces, and it's precious. So I want to print that QR code and I want to put it on this layout. So I thought this would be a perfect tooltip to show you all how to do this. I was specifically thinking about Kathy because her son plays the piano and she recently posted a video of him playing the piano, and I thought, oh, those need to be captured. So she could do a QR code to those videos and then put them right on her layout. So not only could people see the pictures of her son at the piano, they could actually click on the link and hear him play. You could use this for a multitude of different videos. If you are traveling to Yellowstone National Park, I haven't done that layout yet, but I have pictures of Old Faithful erupting. That would be cool to put on my layout so people could scan and actually see Old Faithful erupting. So anytime you post a video, this might be a good option to include on your layout. So I am going to skip over to my computer and show you and step you through the exact process, and then I will be back. Okay, so now I'm at my computer and I am currently in my Google Drive. My Google Drive is where I store all of my personal family videos. You can store your videos wherever you want. Sometimes I store them on YouTube, but when it's personal, I try and keep it on my Google Drive and I don't put it on YouTube. But there are lots of places you can store your videos. So this is the video that I want to use, and this was a video that the guide took on our canoe where he filmed the manatee underwater so you could actually see their cute little faces. And I want to make sure that this is put on my layout of Silver Springs because it's cool. You can see it. And so I want people to be able to scan it and see the video. I just thought that this adds to my layout. Okay, so let's exit out of here. The first thing that you're going to want to do with your video is you want to make sure that your video is set up so that people have permission to see the video. In my particular case on Google Drive, I share the access with anybody who has the link. So I figure anybody who's looking through my scrapbooks has access to see this video, and the only place you will see this QR code is going to be in my scrapbooks. So I have the permission set so that anyone with this link has access to see my video. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is you need to copy the link. You need to be able to send people to where this link resides. So in my case, on Google Drive, I just click copy link. So hopefully you saw that. I went over here, there's a share button. So it brings up this. I have anyone with the link can look at, and then I click on copy link. Okay, once you have that done, if someone has this link, they can just put it right directly into YouTube and it will bring up the video for them. What we're wanting to do is create a QR code that we can print on photo safe paper and put it onto our scrapbook layout. So then you need to find a QR code generator application. Now I use QR-code-generator because it's free, it doesn't cost anything, and it's just easy to use. So I will link that below in the comments for those of you who are interested in doing this. But once you click in here, it will ask you to create a password and an ID. That's so it has a place to store your videos. You can see here I have 2 other QR codes that you saw the layouts, I showed them to you earlier. One is of us doing hula dancing and one is of James and Fred acting goofy in the car. So I do label it so I know what it is. Here's where those QR codes reside. If I needed to download them for a particular reason, I could download them again. In this particular case, we're going to create a new QR code. So over here where it says create QR code, I click on that. And that's going to bring up this screen. So this is where it's really important. You want to make sure that when you're selecting this, that you are scrolling all the way to the bottom to where it says static codes. Dynamic codes reside on the QR code generator's website, I guess, and they go away. So unless you pay for a membership to them or subscription to them, those codes will go away. So you need to come down here and click on static. There's a little plus sign. Click on static codes. Static codes remain forever as long as that video resides where you say it resides. So as long as I don't move that video from my Google Drive, any 50 years from now, if that Google Drive is still there and my videos are still there, people can go to that link and my video will be there. So make sure you go down to where it says static codes. You always want to use static codes. And then you're going to click website. Once you do that, you click next and it'll bring up this screen. Now I'm going to name this Silver Springs Manatee. And then down here, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to paste in the link to where that video resides, the one that we copied earlier. And then I'm going to click next. Now this brings up all these different fancy templates and how you can change. You can add a logo, you can change the shape. In my case, I choose pretty much the same one. It says scan me and it creates, oh, that's not the one I like. Hang on. This is the one I like. It looks like this. It points to the QR code. It says scan me. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what people need to do. So this is the particular one that I like. And so then I'm going to click down here where it says complete your code. Now it says my QR code is ready and I can download it as a PNG. A PNG is a picture file, so it's like a JPEG. It's basically going to download this as a picture, which is what you want, because that then allows you to print that picture in whatever size that you like to print on photo-safe paper that you can then put on your layout. So then I'm going to download the PNG. Yay, it showed up over here, Silver Springs Manatee, PNG. I can close this, and now you can see it has added my QR code for Silver Springs Manatee. So again, it's really simple. You go to wherever your movie is. You need to make sure that you're sharing it with anyone with the link, and then you copy the link. Once you copy that link, you're going to go into your QR code generator. You're going to log in as yourself with the free membership that you've signed up for. You're going to click create QR code. You're going to, the most important part, scroll all the way down to where you see static codes. If you make a mistake and you do a dynamic code in 10 weeks, when you go in to try and scan that code, it will no longer work. So make sure you go down to static codes, click the plus sign, and then choose website. Next. Name your video. I don't know what this video is, so I'm just going to say miscellaneous video for now. And then paste your link into here and click next. Okay, I'm not going to do that because I don't know what that was. All right, let me go back live. Hang on a sec. Okay, so now I'm back and I have gone ahead and I have printed my QR code onto some photo-safe printer paper. So I print from home using the Epson PM400, and it allows me to print photos in different sizes. So a lot of times when I do a 4x4 size, I end up with this small little 2x4 piece of, or I'm not even sure. I guess if I'm doing 3x4s, this is a 3x4 piece of paper that was left over. I save those. I don't throw them away so that I can use them if I do a small 2x2 picture. So that's what I did here, was I printed this in a 2x2 size. And what I will end up doing is I will end up coming in here with my trimmer. This is all on photo-safe paper, so I don't have to worry about it. On my layout. And now I have my little QR code, which then I can rest it on here on my layout. And you know me, I'm a matte girl, so I would probably matte this and stick it on here. I might just do it straight, actually. But then my layout is complete. Now you can see the cute manatee faces, and it makes me happy. So hopefully you learned something today. I would love to see it if you put any QR codes onto your layouts. I promise you, if you put one and post one, I'm going to scan it and look and see what kind of crazy videos y'all are filming. Anyway, that's it for Tooltip Tuesday. Have a great day and a great rest of the week. All right, bye.